Alright, we're live, except, hold on, let me quickly grab a drink, cause, yup, coming in prepared. Oh boy. Alright, back for real. So, quick preface on what's going on today. I can't go to, for some reason I can't fall asleep for more than like an hour, so I'm really tired. And hope you guys forgive me for that. But anyways, decided just to stream a bit, and hopefully by the end of it I'll fall asleep for longer than an hour. This has been going on for about, it's been, look at the time, it's been about 33 hours since I had a good night's sleep. But anyways, welcome back. It's DanganRonpa, and we are going into this, what are we doing? Shit. Oh, right, this one. Okay, that's gotta be... It's gotta be... I don't know. I don't know who this could be. I thought it was Mudaro, and then I'm like, well... Kyoko also wears... gloves, right? So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused and lost with this case, and hopefully well, Byaku and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you been? Have you two been? We just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's high ranked enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you? Huh? What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Are you making some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for a full 5 minutes waiting for something weird to happen, and then 5 minutes came to 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or? What? Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here. You can't. Oh, Kyoko's alive? Wait. Did Kyoko kill Mudaro? Oh no! Well, anyways, what are you talking about? Everyone's here. We're all waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard the voice, we all spun around to look.
hey,
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive! That's a ghost! Stop talking! If you want to fight, do it at least at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. Shing! No, make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed to Kyoko. Kyoko!
Ah,
So you really didn't die?
indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we gotta deal with the ghost. Told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. That's the way for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Where were you all this time? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Murakumo completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. What? Who killed it then? What? Was it not dead? What? Was it all... Wait. Wait. Did Monokuma just set up a dead body somewhere? And no one killed it? I don't even know. Then when did you find out?
So
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took them some time to go over the crime scene first. Can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Murakuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in a school? What? Kyoko's account has been... Wait, why?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto,
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
it would seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Oh, she did it! No, I'm just kidding. I have no fucking clue. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. I snapped it. And the door slid shut. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears and the dread began to consume me once again. Oh my god. My mic's on, right? Okay, it's on. Jesus. This entire time I thought it was off. Fuck, I was so scared. I'm like, did I fuck up? Nope. I fucked up because I thought I fucked up. Alright, I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. That dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. What is with these rooms, man? What is... My eyes hurt! I need my glasses. Where's my glasses? Oh, right there. I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Bullshit.
Thrills, chills, kills!
goals!
Let's get on with the show. Well, that's a good time. I yawned. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly class trial. Alright. Quickly go over what happened. So the Monokuma file is due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Huh. Okay. So we can all say this is Mutaro, right? Because of this. I don't understand this part though. Why was it covered in fake nails? Okay. Was the bomb sprinklers, which doesn't make sense because Makoto wakes to the morning announcement. Makoto and Aoi arrive in the dining hall at 7:30. Makoto meets the others in the gym and then together they head to the headmaster's room. Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden where she discovers the body, but it's been dead for several days now. Also, a chicken is missing. Yasuhiro claims that there were, without a doubt, 5 chickens just before nighttime last night, and yet, one is currently missing. Byakuya stated that there was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it couldn't be assumed that the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Byakuya also said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. Meaning either Makoto or Kyoko stabbed this person. No one knows who this thing is. No one knows why the body wasn't wearing the... is not wearing the thing. That's weird. It's like a cloth? Oh, it's Mukuro, not Mutaro. Mukuro Ikusaba, female, known as the ultimate soldier. She became been obsessed. What? She's been obsessed with the military from a young age. She disappeared while on vacation in Europe and reappeared in Japan 3 years later. Apparently, every member in Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on their body to represent their membership in the group. So it's Mukuro, right? Wait, what? Apparently, the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. It is assumed that Mukuro Ikusaba was the 16th student. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something that she doesn't want anyone to see. Is she part of Fenrir? Okay, I have 18. Increases the focus gauge by 2. 4. Oh, I can't do that. It's cost 4. What's handiwork? Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once. Effective during the bullet time battle. No, it's okay. It's okay. These sound good. Alright, here we go. Without further ado, let the trial begin.
Let's begin with a basic Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
You fucking idiot! Idiot! God damn it! I'm too tired for this. I'm so tired that I'm like, oh, it could be Kyoko, but I'm like, wait, she just came in. Bozzy, what are you talking about? You're tired, go to sleep.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Oh, that's right, in Japan, ghosts don't have legs. I was like, wait, what?
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
What? Are you serious?
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Are you... What? Why are we doing this? This is stupid.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Her gloves?
I got it!
What? Not the other...
I'm talking about her
I don't
gloves.
understand.
They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Monokuma?
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Wait! No, that wouldn't make any fucking sense. I was thinking like maybe the Mukuro and Kyoko switched bodies. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any fucking sense. What am I talking about?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Why are we trying to prove this? There's no way that corpse is Kyoko, cause fucking what? The Kyoko's right there! But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. No, just fucking ignore Yasuhiro and just... so I don't have any choice but to... What? What are we doing? What the fuck? How is this the start of the trial? This is so fucking stupid.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Yes.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Okay, I'm a ghost.
She
Interesting.
was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Thank you. God, for once I agree with Byakuya. I know that body isn't Kyoko's and I know I can prove... This is so fucking stupid.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Why are we arguing this,
She was wearing gloves
Yasuhiro?
before
This
the
is...
explosion.
This is my fault.
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Why are we doing
No,
this?
it's wrong.
This is so dumb. I can't believe we're arguing about this.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
They're not... They don't... I hope they don't do that, because that's just dumb.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Do you... Question to all the women who watch these videos. Do you wear fake nails, and then do you wear gloves? I feel like... I don't know, that's just weird. That's like wearing a helmet and then wearing a hat on top.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
So fucking stupid.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Fuck.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. It's Mukuro. I mean, based on the tattoo.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
Oh my god.
then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
A tattoo.
I don't think so.
The face was scorched beyond recognition.
What? Oh, wait. That's wrong.
If
been a while.
Kyoko really is still alive,
Then who died?
There's gotta be
Who
some-
died?
The face was
That must sound
scorched
like
beyond
me.
recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Oh?
Well, if we can't identify the body,
No, that's wrong.
Counter! Break.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
what? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Damn.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
What?
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
Bring back Genocide Jack, god damn it! She's so much funnier.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Jesus.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
What is with these two? They're like a slapstick comedy kind of duo.
That's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to the other information we have, the victim's identity should be clear.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
I'm surprised Monokuma didn't like pipe up here.
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... What? 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 Oh. I was gonna say, wait, what am I trying to do here?
Now I understand.
The word I was looking for was dog.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Wait, really? Damn, Loki.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised.
What?
But you're absolutely right.
Wait, what?
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Wait. The mastermind is dead? So is Monokuma just like a sentient robot teddy bear? Is he like a computer computer AI like alter ego?
Are you saying the mastermind is dead?
Oh my god.
Now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
What?
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Wait, what?
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
That's true.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
What? Wait.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
At least the game's self-aware.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Yep.
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Me and Kyoko.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? 9?
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. What? Oh my god, how am I gonna do that? The sprinklers, maybe? Fragments near the dead body. No, that's not it.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Yep.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Ah! Nope, that's not it. Damn it. Don't the sprinklers come on at 7 a.m. though?
We've established a time frame for the
Oh,
murder.
fuck. I don't know what I'm doing.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the... Yep.
And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if
Wait,
you have
what?
any
Wait,
objections,
wait.
now would be the time.
Exploded body now? Oh fuck, what the hell? There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. Thinking back on the corpse that was almost totally dry, in which case I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden. 7.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Oh, 7.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
What?
That's more than enough time to commit murder,
What?
I should think. So Makoto, if
Wait,
you have
what?
any objections,
Hold,
now would...
hold the... Wait, what am I supposed to do here? How am I... Makoto wakes up to the morning announcements. Makoto and Hina arrive in the dining hall, head to the gym, and head to the headmaster's room. And then 9 a.m. was when they discover the body. 7 a.m. is when the sprinklers turn on and the body wasn't wet. That's what I'm trying to say, but... Oh, is it the exploded body, maybe?
We've established a time. It took place somewhere between
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and
Makoto doesn't have it.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
What?
Shoot!
No, it is the sprinklers then.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah,
How's it
from
not the
10 o'clock
sprinklers?
to 7:30.
What? What am I doing wrong? The only 2 points and the weak point is that it's time-based. So is it the 1031? Shoot! Oh my god, I'm gonna lose this because
We've established a time
this
frame
is
for
so
the murder.
long.
It took place somewhere between...
Oh my god, it is.
No, that's
How is that the one? I guess it's because... Aww.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Oh, it only could occur at 7 a.m. Oh, shit.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30
Oh,
every
7:30.
morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
Whoa.
How dare you spew such indecent words!
Whoa.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Bring back Genocide Jack. I don't want you, Toko.
Man, you're totally wacko.
Thank you.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Oh no, we're playing this game? Shit.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! How can you say it?
This should prove it.
Why we gotta argue, man? I don't understand.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
What?
I'm so sick of her.
Thank you.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it.
Yeah.
I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's very much possible, especially in this universe.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
It's her.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
It's her. She's the one that killed it. She doesn't want to die, so she's saying this. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
It's her.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
It's her.
A trap?
It is absolutely her.
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Wait, what?
Anyway,
What?
Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
You did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Damn.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
What?
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
Damn, I'm fighting against Kyoko now.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
A certain something at the scene was used to cover the body. Could have been the tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Damn, she really wants to nail this on me. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want me to look that like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. The tarp. It was used the way Kyoko had said. The tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Body before the explosion, eh?
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Oh wait, it's not that part? What? Which part would have been?
By covering the body with the tarp,
The killer prevents.
So the reason the tarp was is
Oh,
because the
dirty.
sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Wait. I remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Yakuya even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us.
by covering the body with the tarp.
Oh, so it's the last
Killer
one.
prevents.
So the reason that is because the spring.
But the underside, it was totally.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, you suck, Yasuhiro.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Wait, what?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something
Wait,
like
what?
that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Why?
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
What would be the purpose of that?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Oh?
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh, the chicken. Oh, the chicken. Oh, the poor chicken.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
Ah, chicken!
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
No.
I think so.
No! No, it wasn't.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off.
Okay.
But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
Oh.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh, shit!
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Oh, shit!
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
What? Kyoko! What happened to you?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. More tooth bullets.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide?
No.
Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Someone tie this man up and take him to a corner and tell him to shut the fuck up, cause he's not helping at all.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I
boy.
first saw it.
Oh boy. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want to anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Oh, yep.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
I didn't.
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, on her hand, she didn't have any of the fake nails. So what's up with that?
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Where did 12,000 come from? Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. How am I gonna do that? Good question. Fragments near the body, exploded body analysis. Disguised dead body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Yup.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
What? We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed, which means when the knife was thrust through the coat in the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
It was already dead before, right? At least what the file said.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it. In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Poor Toko.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears
Damn.
to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown...
I
No,
might be
shut
dumb,
up.
but even I'm not.
Go
Shut
ahead,
up, Yasuhiro.
Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
It's like Byakuya doesn't know. There's only one explanation I can think for the explosion. It's... where is it? Oh god damn it, do I not have it?
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Damn, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
No, it's Kyoko. She's trying to frame me because she's doing the same thing Sayaka did. She's using me, and I don't appreciate being used, Kyoko.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimate killed the victim. I don't know. It didn't have any. It didn't really have anything for that. So it's all speculation right now. Oh, that's all I have.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim.
That's all I have. Just this file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd been smacked on the top of the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
What am I supposed... There doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. What am I supposed to contradict here?
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Where?
Then shall we continue the debate?
I didn't see any.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Ah, shit. That's the wrong one.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves...
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the
I don't know
back
what
of
I'm
her
supposed
head.
to do here, to be honest.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah.
She was already told.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
What am
body.
I don't. I'm actually lost on this one. So I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat and look this one up. Just this one. So. Phase 5. Hopefully I don't get spoiled on anything else. Because I seriously have no idea. There's. I don't know. I can't really. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So it is one of those things. Damn it. That sucks. I hate these. It's basically one of the time bending ones. Or you have to go to the end of one of the sentences, grab it, and then use it.
I
Or
refuse to
something
give up yet.
in front of it. Which doesn't make sense in my opinion. That's just my opinion, I guess. Weird design.
Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me. Then there's.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has...
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, it's wrong.
It's like you went back in time to say this. So, I don't know, it's weird.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
The pickaxe? No, that can't be it.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
Oh.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
I think I'm like Yasuhiro in a very deep level, and that bothers me so much. I think that's why I'm just like, shut up, Yasuhiro. I'm just like, wait, I'm Yasuhiro. Fuck.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Okay, no, that's just stupid.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
What?
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
What is happening right now?
I feel the same way.
What?
Looks like we're on the same page this time.
What?
Seriously?
What's happening?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto.
Why me?
Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
What could it be? I don't know. I have no idea. Do I have something here with me? No, 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 no. No. Oh.
I got it!
Really?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
The arrow? The titanium
And
arrow?
that something was The titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Wait, isn't that like a stick though? A very, very, very hard. I guess it would work.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Agreed.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Oh, fuck. Okay.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Oh, this.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Oh, they
No,
tied it
it's
together.
wrong.
Oh, I gotcha. That's why there was blood on the duct tape. Cool. All right.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Wait. Kyoko gave us the key to that locker. What?
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
Kyoko?
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker,
Kyoko.
it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Saki doesn't want to do any of the work. I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected to the dojo locker. Like a key.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb.
Wait a minute. Is there like a doppelganger going around?
That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
Oh.
Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me. Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Wait, I'm so what? Oh my god, I'm so flabbergasted on what's happening right now. When the body was found.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
What? She's not the killer.
I'm not the killer.
What? She's not the killer? What does that mean?
You should understand that more than anyone here.
What does that mean?
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Wait. What? What? Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to... Wait, what? No, that's not what happened. Kyoko gave her room key to... Oh... What? Wait, what? No. What? I'm so confused. Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Yeah, which would mean... Which would mean
Those
what?
words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Oh,
Master
she
would
couldn't access her
never
own
hide something from
room.
me.
That's why.
There's proof that you
Oh.
aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier.
Oh.
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker,
Oh my god.
and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Oh my god. Wait.
Those words you just spoke.
Who did
What do you mean?
this?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the...
What?
No, that's wrong.
Who's that? I'm so fucking... who?
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Huh? Why not?
Who's trying to pin this on Kyoko?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
What?
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Wait. Wait, if that's... Huh? Who? Wait, no, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you're over me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... Mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows is a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trapped. If you spend all your day trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but that risk means solving the mystery. We have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not... Oh... Oh no! This is my... Do I get to save? Fuck, I don't get to save. Great. Thank you, game. Will you actually give me the choice this time? I'm gonna pursue the lie. Cause I didn't realize she was lying.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. What? Uh-oh. I don't know what this is. Kyoko's account. What was it? Oh, I can't.
I didn't have the key to...
What was Kyoko's account? Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which... Oh... This area seems to have no oh, she has a lockpick. Oh, no. Why would she say that then? Wait. What?
Because I'd given it to Byakuya.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that,
Yes.
right?
You are correct.
Yes.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Uh-huh.
No, that's wrong.
Oh.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool which can open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
What? What?
Then, are you saying you really didn't...
What?
Kyoko, you really...
What?
aren't the killer?
What?
Okay,
What?
time's up.
What? I so fucking... What? I fucked up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up.
Oh.
All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time,
Oh my
okay?
God.
Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is,
What?
don't we?
Did I fuck up? Oh, I'm so glad I saved before this. Wait, what? I didn't even get a chance now! Wait, we didn't even choose! What the fuck, Monokuma? How is she? What? I fucked up? I fucked up. I fucked up! Kyoko, I fucked up! Good job, you got it right. Did I? What is happening? We got it right, right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
What?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment
Did I?
time!
What? No, what? Huh? Oh my god. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? I don't even know. I don't want to know. Actually, I'm kind of scared now. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink now. What? What? Oh no. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh. And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end. I still have to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or, regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me, I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial, and in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder in Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. What? This is the end? Wait, what? What? Oh my god. Peace, but only inside the school. That's what that's why he said we would have the same mother. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Wait, what? Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Wait, what? Her, what? Hello? What? We went back in time? Hello? What? Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to. Do I expose Kyoko's light or not? What is happening? She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. What do I do? I have this. Run away. What? What the fuck? That was the bad ending, I guess? I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
Wait. What? I'm so lost.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
had to be Makoto, right?
What?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Oh.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Wait, what?
Huh?
Time's up! Class trials
What?
all over!
Wait.
What?
What?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
What? Wait, what? What's what? Wait, what? Wait, no, I'm pretty sure I chose. How do we? My brain just died. Yay, middles. Oh, Jesus.
Now, who will be chosen as the black?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
What? What? Wait, is it Makoto? What? Holy shit! You mean running away is... Oh, that's what she meant! That's what she meant from... Oh, I see! I see! I fucked up again, I guess. You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
What? What? Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. No, I know it's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills! Chills!
It's time for your
kills!
heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, what do I... Kyoko?
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
What? What do you mean? Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got!
my god.
It's punishment time!
Oh my god. I don't understand what the fuck's happening. Was I supposed to run away? I fucked up again. I can't believe it. What? Holy shit, what kind of punishment does Makoto... Oh, the same one. It's the same one. Wow, you guys are awful. Any way to speed this up? Probably not. Wow. Oh, this is my first game over though. Officially. I'm surprised it's the same punishment as Kyoko. That's kind of weird. Because they were all... Wait a minute. Why is it the same punishment as Kyoko's? Does me and Kyoko have something in common? I don't think so. Because I'm the average student, right? The lucky student? I mean, like, in this case, the unlucky student, but still, like... well, I'm sorry, Makoto. I don't know what that says. And... Wait, what? 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 Alter ego? What? Oh my god! Oh, you don't... Wait, what? Oh, Oh my god, alter ego saved my life. Holy shit. What the actual fuck?
What?
Huh? Ah! What's it?